What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my Supremes Tarot. Hope everybody's doing well. Staying prayed up, focused on spiritual hygiene. Messages. Somebody could be explaining something about the past, some type of investment. They didn't get a return on their investment. One second. Okay. So somebody didn't get a return on their investment. Yeah. Somebody didn't get back what they put out. Something was uneven. Somebody is left in lack. Somebody's in the negative. And that's the final call. Somebody didn't get the win. Somebody did not have success. They did not get victory. So somebody's explaining this, maybe explaining how somebody didn't get a return on their investment. What's this? What's the spirit? Emperor in the reverse is getting justice, karma. Somebody's getting karma. They're heartbroken. Whatever they created has fallen apart. There's destruction with whatever they created. The magician in the tower. Somebody was really depending on something, or somebody persevered through something. So whatever someone created, they persevered through it, and it's a tower. It's all falling apart. This emperor in the reverse. Someone who lacks structure and discipline. Somebody who's a poor leader. Somebody who could be tyrannical. They feel trapped. Somebody has restricted options. There's not much they can do. I mean, it's emperor in the reverse. Something's over. Somebody's dictatorship is over. Something's over. With them holding something in their hand. Seven of Wands. Something is protected, or they can't protect something, or something is renewed. They can't renew something, or somebody else renewed something. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Somebody's very defensive. This would be publicly. Somebody is very defensive. Somebody may not want to show their face. Somebody's very defensive about somebody speaking the truth. They're seen as somebody who was holding a grudge or trying to hold on to something. Somebody's very defensive. Is somebody healed and had a new beginning? Ace of Cups. Someone that someone loved in the past is healed and having a new beginning. So maybe someone that loved them has healed and is having a new beginning. What else? Investments. Somebody walked away from investing in the situation, maybe. A Queen of Cups. Somebody still walked away in a Queen of Cups energy, very loving and kind and nurturing. Could be a mother. Somebody who's very sweet, compassionate. So someone that loved this Emperor in the reverse has walked away. They healed. They're done. And somebody's very defensive about maybe the evidence of this, what they're looking at. Somebody could be making plans for a new relationship. Yeah, temperance, something that's healed. Something that's more balanced. Something has balanced out for this Queen of Cups. The Magician and Tower. What's this Magician and Tower? They tried to create something. Whatever they tried to create is falling apart. A Ten of Pentacles. Some type of windfall. They wanted to inherit something. This could be a contract as well. Mm. A contract with the Empress. Or a mother figure. This contract they tried to create. What's the Chariot? Someone tried to control this. What's the Chariot? Or somebody's got control of it. Yeah, somebody's moving on. They're happy. Or somebody tried to control this. Oh, somebody tried to control it by running. Some more runner energy. This is what they tried to create. Some type of contract. They tried to control something. But somebody's seen as trying to force it or trying to run from it or yeah. Somebody could have lived with somebody, or they do now. They ran to go live with somebody else and tried to control something still. Or somebody hid how attracted they were to this person. They ran even though they was attracted. They ran somewhere else and then tried to hold on. They tried to keep somebody. They tried to hold this Empress Queen of Cups back from making a final decision. Or somebody didn't want to make a final decision with this Empress Queen of Cups energy. They're seen as a runner because they didn't want to make a decision. So they ran somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, that's what they tried to create, a situation where, yeah, they just wanted to betray this Empress. They wanted something to be painful. God saw that. The King of Swords with the star. God saw that. Somebody didn't want to make a decision even though they was attractive. They didn't want to stay loyal. Somebody wanted to betray someone by not compromising. So God saw that this person didn't want to compromise. They wanted to be involved and they wanted the abundance that comes with this Empress, but they wanted to control it by running. So they ran from how they felt, ran from their attraction. They refused to compromise because they didn't want this Empress to make a final decision. Like they wanted something to be up in the air by kind of stalling it out, stalling this Empress out. And God saw that. They failed to compromise. So anyway, near future. I'm not gonna make this one long. Yeah, so somebody's independent, free to go. Okay, and they did something on their own. Yeah, something spiritually. They fulfilled something spiritually all on their own. Or somebody had an awakening all on their own. Somebody stepped into their position on their own. So now somebody's an independent, empress. They're single. They're out here. King of Swords. Two of Cups. Somebody's in union with God now. Wow. And it's helping their abundance. It's helping to ground them and keep them abundant. So now someone has partnered with God or their angels or something. Yeah, through this warfare, somebody got closer to God. And that's how it's going to be. Nobody can battle your relationship with the Lord. Yeah, somebody's weird for that. Yeah, High Priestess. Somebody has God's sight or something. Yeah, in the hermit mode. They stay down and listen to their intuition. Somebody could meditate a lot or withdraw. Somebody don't be out here. So you don't really be out here letting people mingle with your energy. Seems like you're good. Yeah, you're very hopeful. It's like even though you keep to yourself, you're very hopeful. Something is fulfilling. This relationship that you have with the Most High is fulfilling because could be heartbreaking messages because you see something differently about someone from your past. You could reflect a lot on that, but there's healing here. There's hope. There's hope, even though something hurt in the past. You still have hope. I feel like there's an angel here or God or something here. 8 of Wands. You could pray. Yeah, Queen of Swords. You could pray strong too. You're very smart. You're very wise in how you speak. Your energy. You're very bold, quick moving, quick to speak up, quick to pray. Okay, quick to speak out. You could be a truth teller. Yeah, it makes people, I was about to say, 3 of Cups. It makes people feel restricted. They can't win with you. Somebody feel like they can't win, or people can't win against you when they. Somebody feel like because you're so close to the Lord, because you're so close spiritually to the divine, and you get messages and downloads, they can't fuck with you. They're restricted because you're gonna speak out. Something could intimidate someone about or intimidates people. Could be friends, potential lovers, potential friends, people who are watching you, people who knew you before. Maybe it's like you're different now because in your solitude you found hope, success, victory, and love in the divine, and your ancestors and your angels and God. And they know that you are very smart and very prayerful. And this makes certain people, like certain types of people, feel restricted. They feel like maybe you're not approachable. They can't win playing games with you. Somebody gonna have to take a leap of faith. You could inspire people to take a leap of faith because you could have did it and show people how it's done. They're gonna have to be confident and laying some type of toxicity down because it's only slowing them down. Somebody's just hesitating to have a rebirth, you know. They gotta do the work. Yeah. 2 of Wands, 7 of Cups. They can't take a shortcut or they can't bullshit. Somebody has to put the work in. They have to. Yeah. Somebody who relies on sweet talking has to let that go because it's not gonna work. And it's like if people want to be in your presence, they can't be on bullshit. That's how it feels. Yeah. So if people want to be next to you, they gotta be on their shit. Yeah, because you're not gonna let anybody slow you down or restrict you. I feel like any type of restrictions, if people try to like box you in, it feels like if somebody tries to box you in, it's not gonna work. Yeah, you're not. You refuse to be trapped. You have too much energy for that. You're too much of a go getter, and you're very youthful and playful. Yeah, so it's like you're very free spirited. So people can't, they can't box you in. People be trying to figure you out. Yeah, the 7 of Cups, they trying hard to figure you out how you're so playful, youthful, how you still have like this childlike energy about you or something. Because these are people who wanted to hurt you, or maybe they did the worst. And it's like, how did you recover with your spirit intact? You know, when people hurt you, they think they're gonna break you, but you're not a breakable person. You're not. The Chariot, Page of Cups, you could have healed your inner child. Your inner child is free. It's out. It's living. It's good. Yeah, it's celebrating. Your inner child is celebrating you because you healed something. So they're no longer inside suffering. You know how a lot of people have not healed their childhood wounds. They have not. They haven't. And that's people that act out. Yeah, this is your inner child. It's celebrating you. That's crazy. Yeah, you freed it. Oh, that's such good energy. Oh my gosh. You guys. Some type of betrayal that kept you stuck, or something painful happened to you before. This could be people who play on your wounds, or this is people with their own wounds, okay? That try to affect you. It's not gonna work because you're healed. You're intact. So you get downloads. This could be from your higher self as well. You're connected to your higher self. Yeah, 4 of Wands. There is a reunion here with your higher self and your intuition. You that leads you to success. because you listen to your inner guidance. And it's not a secret. Something's not a secret. So you very much stand up for your decisions. Your higher self, you listen very well to your higher self. You get downloads or something here. You're very connected. There's been a reunion between, so anything that needed healing between you, your higher self, your inner child, it's not a secret. Like you don't it's something is unveiled. I'll put it like that. Something is unveiled. There's nothing between, so you're all intact. Your inner child, your current self, your higher self are all healed and working as one. It's unveiled. Yeah. So there's some type of completion. There's some type of um connectedness, richness, something is stable, is secure. And you let that guidance lead you. Something about you very intelligent too and brave. You act on whatever your intuition tells you. So if your intuition says don't do something, you don't do it. If it says to do something, you do it. You're a go-getter of some kind with the Knight of Swords, and also an advocate for the truth. It feels like you, that's how you seize opportunities, is by listening to your, so you go when your intuition say go. Like I said, Ten of Wands. And if that shit say leave something behind, that's what you do. All right. You could be dropping things that weigh you down, anything that takes too much of your focus. Yeah, so that you can protect yourself, protect your divine inheritance, whatever you've inherited, because you fulfilled this completion between your three selves. You're very protective of it. So if something is weighing you down or if something threatens it, you will leave. If something threatens your boundaries, you will leave. If somebody tries to box you in, you're just going to break the box. It's something about that. People could find you to be very defiant, but it's like you're not going to be caged anymore. You will not. You refuse. If anything feels wrong, you like, go through. You're like, I don't like that. I think I'm gonna go. Thank you. No, I don't belong here. Bye. This somebody who's okay with being alone. That's listen. That's dangerous. Somebody who's afraid of okay with being alone. Somebody who's not afraid to be alone. They're dangerous because they will leave. They will leave immediately. If something is too hard and it takes too much of your effort and somebody ain't giving it back, oh, bye. See you later. I gotta go. Like, so you ain't playing no games. Look, I'm trying to tell you. Look, cause it's fucking up my peace. Bye. Nope. So you can have a reputation now. Somebody see you like that, they know. Any bullshit, you out the door. Like off the break. I'm done. I'm done here. See you later. Somebody see that about you. What's this King of Wands? Because somebody's leading you. You could be led by spirit. You have a very leader quality or something like that. King of Wands. You have some type of position of authority, it feels like. Yeah. Or this has got the attention of an authority figure. Somebody at work. Somebody could have wanted to cause drama for you and they can't. The Fool. Hmm. So this just feels like you're in a position of power. You're in control. Something is about a spirit guide as well. You could have a very fiery spirit guide that's a masculine, very like an advocate for you. Somebody that will fight for you. There could be like a spirit guide that has really taken a liking to you or something. They are very, it's something about this King of Wands energy. This could be someone that wanted to cause problems for you, but they can't. But it could also be a spirit guide. Who is this? Yeah, Five of Wands in the reverse. Five of Swords. Yeah, this is what was in the middle of the deck. So They're gonna have somebody gonna have to move on, or somebody's removing obstacles. There could be a spirit guide that's very competitive too. Somebody that's willing to go to war, fighting off any conflict so that you can be happy. Hmm. Hmm. If there is somebody that wanted to fight you, if this is a King of Wands that wanted to fight you, I don't really know who this is. The way they came out, I feel like it could be either or. But I think that they're realizing if there was a person who was trying to fight you and cause some type of war and strife to you, they realize you are somehow connected to the ethers. See how there's like a cord coming down that she's holding? It's like all you got to do is call on them and they'll come. So anybody causing problems is going to have to move. They will be bulldozed over. And somebody knows this. It's putting them in mental anguish because they see it now, the sun. Somebody could be ashamed as well about investing in being your op, it feels like. Or it's whoever tries to is going to regret it because you have it's something that's too powerful in your energy. Somebody's really in mental anguish that they even try to be an op here. This could be energies that came against you because there's definitely something special about you. And anybody who invests in being an op is going to regret it. Yeah, because they know you're going to win. Somebody here was somebody really thought they win something too. The lovers, the sun. This could be somebody, yeah, Four of Pentacles, somebody who held back, couldn't see something. They could be holding a grudge against you. That was foolish. I mean, it's King of Wands. Wow. Yeah, the Empress and the King of Pentacles. Somebody tried to hold on. This is the person that tried to hold on. King of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Somebody could want to come towards you, or somebody's at a distance, or somebody's keeping their distance. What's the Three of Wands? Queen of Wands, Two of Cups. Somebody keeping their distance. They're with a Queen of Wands. Or somebody wants to be with you. Somebody at a distance wants to be with you. And they heartbroken because they can't manifest you. They can't get a new spark, another chance. Somebody wants a new beginning with you. And they can't have it because they were invested in maybe competing with you. They're really mad that they invested in being an op instead of being with you. So this could be the person. This could be two aspects of this person. Somebody could have a lot of resources, money, something like that, but they're also very competitive and they would rather have competed with you. They use their energy to compete and be an op instead of being on your side. And now this person is trying to manifest you or something, but because they want to be with you instead of compete with you, but it's like too late. They already invested in being an op and they didn't get a return on their investment. Somebody knows that they would have won with you. They're looking back over this. They're looking at the seeds they planted. They would have won with you. But I don't feel like this is somebody you want to be with now because it's like you already decided to be an op. What else? Yeah, somebody wants a new cycle. The Emperor. They want another chance to be an Emperor in the upright. Yeah. They feel like this was their destiny and they failed. Huh. Cowboy on steel fire. I want it. Somebody want to take a gamble. Their goal is to take a risk, take a gamble, or somebody took a gamble to reach a goal. What's this energy? Embrace, craving your physical touch. Somebody gonna have to take a rest, test tube, unfinished business, toxic relationship, boundaries, online drama, upheaval, blown away about somebody's magnetic attraction. So feeling comfort and safety. Somebody got a secret crush. Somebody's secret crush, secret admirer is uneasy. A third party is getting mixed signals. They know this is a divine intervention. So somebody could be giving, if this person is with somebody else, yeah, GPS. If they with somebody else, they giving that person mixed signals. They confusing that person. Somebody got feelings for you. Location being tracked, supplementing a relationship, pot of gold. Selling somebody false dreams. Oh wow. So a third party that this person is with knows that this person sold them a false dream. It was just them trying to supplement a relationship. They only went toward them to supplement not having you. That's wild. So they're coming to realize that. Wowzers. What's this? What's that? Comfort, safety, belonging, and shelter. A home. Somebody could really want to come to your house. Irresistible, or you're like someone's comfort and safety. They can't resist wanting comfort and safety. They feel like something is unfinished business. It's not over. Somebody really, yeah, want it. Wow. Baggage, reconciliation. Somebody's still holding on to trying to reconcile with you, or they really want to because they feel like you're safe. You feel like home to somebody. Sorry, I'm drinking my smoothie, you know. Yeah. Because somebody admires you. Reboot, text message, accessory, pot of gold, something about some money, new love, passion lit, different goals. Somebody's feeling differently about this person they with. They don't want to embrace somebody. Damn. Or somebody does not want somebody to embrace this admirer or this secret crush. They don't want them to go for their secret crush. But somebody is going toward a wedding, a union. Supernatural karma catalyst. Because somebody, there was a divine intervention, but in a person or situation. It was the wrong time. So somebody could be getting karma. They did something at the wrong time. Somebody was moving toward, or this is in the past. They didn't want somebody to move towards you. They didn't want to embrace a union, maybe a higher commitment with you. That was some type of intervention, or the divine had to step in and do something about that because it was not the time. It was the wrong time for something. Something didn't happen in divine timing, or they didn't want somebody to do something in divine timing when they were supposed to. So it's almost like they embraced this person when they ran from you, and then they thought this person was going to be satisfied with that or something. Presence, ulterior motives. Somebody was covering up that they had ulterior motives and being in somebody's presence. Flaker, sociopath. Somebody actually did not have feelings. This is for this third party, I'm guessing. Or this person, this third party just wanted to interfere, tempt them away from you. They could both be on the same type of time. They both didn't really want each other. They just wanted to hurt you. So very like a karmic bond here. Bad time to leave somebody single. Layers. Layers to why somebody is guarded in isolation, presence, different goals. Because they got different goals. Yeah. So that could be you. So when this person ran towards someone that accepted them in or whatever, somebody didn't want them to embrace you. That's what that is. But when they did that, when they ran toward this third party or whatever, they left you alone, which means your goals changed. So while you were in isolation or while you were by yourself, your whole goals change. So if you had like plans for you and this person and they ran from them, you was like, all right, well, that's dead. And you moved on to the next project and kept it moving. They did that at the wrong time. Okay. Yeah, because then it's like something lit with inside you to go. Maybe you focus more on your career or something else and you had success in that. Yeah, and you didn't regret it either. That's why you didn't regret it, because it's like that person gave you time to think. Sometimes all people need is a moment to stop focusing on anything but themselves. Once somebody put all their attention on themselves, a passion be lit, a newfound passion. So this is like y'all broke up and you had a glow up and started focusing on more important shit. And that's why there was no lingering regret. There was no, oh yeah, you should come back. None of that, because you was on to the next. It's like you focused on something else, and that's where your attention went. So you don't regret it. Yeah, you don't have no empathy for this person because somebody overindulged in taking risks off of misinformation or to spread misinformation. Somebody could have thought that you was taking a gamble somewhere else, like with somebody else, or they couldn't figure out why you wasn't regretful. It's just because you was focusing on something else. They ran. What difference will it make? There's somebody who run and then wanted you to chase, so they looking back while they running and you're not chasing, and they like, what happened? You like, I bet you, I know you didn't think I was about to run after you. Yeah, reunited, bothered in the reverse. Yeah, you're not. They maybe you weren't bothered that they went back to someone. You wasn't bothered. You was like, I don't have any feelings about that. There's no regrets and no empathy here, and you're not bothered. Somebody feel like you cold for that. Yeah, what the fuck? They like, what the fuck? Huh? Looking back like you not chasing? Huh? Yeah, no. Cause you had time to think. He was like, let me reassess the situation. They ran, so I guess the plans are off. Somebody really thought you would chase. That's so funny. Yeah, you had some type of spiritual awakening here. And now somebody is addicted. Maybe you became addicted to renewing yourself, or somebody is addicted to renewing something with you. That's when they became addicted to you. Destruction. Wow. Of a celebration, a social gathering, soulmate. Something destroyed something for somebody else when you had a spiritual awakening. Got your shit away. Got your shit in order. Yeah, they're blown away. Addiction, heartbreak, renew. So you healed your heart, and somebody is like really trying to figure this out. Like, what happened? Where were they at when you was somewhere healing? Over with the third party, not paying no attention. Yeah, you're not jealous. You don't think the grass is greener with them? Wow. Ghosted, because they ghosted. Committing, because they was more interested in taking gambles, curiosity gamble, playroom, preparing. They want somebody wanted to play a game while you was getting your shit together. That's why you don't have no regrets. Somebody took a gamble unexpectedly on something that was destined. And it's like, okay, so what I'm supposed to do is sit here and cry about it? No, you was like, I'm about to get my shit and roll out. Yep. Somebody wanted to play this game of being hard on the outside. And then you changed because you healed. Everything changed when you started healing. You was like, bitch, please, I'm not about to play these games. Yeah, reboot goals. So surrender. Somebody gonna have to let go of trying to manifest something. Vacant single. To have a family in the future. Somebody looking for the information on you. Yeah, somebody being fake single. Somebody who wanted to act non-committal. Face destruction with being a snake in your energy, being deceptive, being tempted. That's why they can't manifest something. They couldn't manifest you back or something like that, or you were not manifesting them. You did not want them to come back because they caused too much destruction being a snake. Yeah, you could smell it on them that they're deceptive and they're nervous. They're nervous about flaking now, or they know they did and now they're nervous because you can smell when they bullshitting. You could have smelled it on them when they was about to do this shit. That's why you was like, fuck it, I'm done. You know this person's a flaker. They need to relax because they have a timeless addiction to trying to renew something, or somebody be trying to do stuff at certain times, or somebody is like really calculating. They're ready to snap. What's Wusa? They need to relax because you can smell it on them. Wusa. Yeah, they need to relax with this one night stand shit. Somebody could feel like you treated them like a one night stand, just brushed it off. Yeah, somebody is like be fucking their friends, social gathering, needing to relax on them. Yeah, casual relationship, social gathering. Yeah, somebody is like a casual dater, or they tried to do this to you, or you know that maybe they wanted to treat you like you was just another person, and you was like, all right, bet. Like you didn't beg them, like you whatever however somebody treated you, you was like, all right, you peep game, and you was like, all right, got it, and moved accordingly. And now you're making this person nervous because they like, well, that's not what I meant to do. Well, then, bitch, why'd you do it? I don't understand. I don't get it. What? Somebody, child's play. Yeah, pick it back up. Timeless ride or die crew. That's what they're going to do. So somebody could be hooking up with people still because it makes them feel better about losing you, and that's fine. Yeah, presence, ulterior motives, and cover up. Somebody could do this, have a lot of casual sex because they're trying to always cover something up. Maybe that they're not over something, or yeah, somebody's just going back to their old ways because you can smell that they're a snake. Somebody's not changing. They want to come toward you, but they're not changing. And you can smell that on them that they haven't changed. So they're taking the easy way out again and just hooking up. They're going back to hookup culture. That's fine. Whatever float, whatever tickles they pickle. Okay. To supplement a relationship. Yep. Curious. Why somebody glowing, toxic relationship. Yeah. So this is a person that's very interested in toxic bonds, karmic situations, karmic people, casual flings. They're always supplementing something. Somebody's never satisfied. They're always curious about the next thing, and that makes their relationships toxic because they're never satisfied. This is just how they move. You can know this person is very non-committal. That's why you have no regrets of leaving. Yeah, legal matters. Somebody legal matters. Somebody gets, they get joy off of being bold, doing stuff that's against spiritual law, stuff that's out of the norm, against status quo type of energy. Somebody likes to do that. They like to leave room for something else to build all the time. This is causing some type of issues for them though, but they don't care. They're happy to break the rules. Hidden motive, failure to launch, upheaval. Something here though, they could have tried to do this to you and it's a failure to launch. They couldn't play these stupid games with you. Maybe that's what they used to. You lost love for this person. Somebody can't find out somebody's looking for how they hurt you. Like somebody wants you to be hurt. They want to see it. They want to see that they affected you. It didn't work on you. And when it didn't, this caused some type of upheaval for this person within them. They don't understand how they couldn't get this going, how they couldn't cause a storm in your life. But somebody feels like because you're intuitive or something too, you don't fuck with them. Or, somebody tries to hide maybe their scars from you, or they know they couldn't scar you, but they know you have different goals, or y'all do. Now you have leverage. So you won. So this is like you beat somebody at their own game. Somebody's used to people chasing, they're used to causing destruction, they're used to going against the norm, not giving people what they want, treating women that are good women like trash and then expecting them to chase, lowering their self-esteem, lowering their self-worth or something like that. And this person couldn't do that to you. When you ran, he was like, all right, bet, cool. They used to being chased and all of that, playing these games. You wasn't down for that. So you beat them at their own game. Oh well. Love y'all. Bye.